Me both know, like when you're in your power, when you're getting it, when you're aligned, when you're in the right space, when things are going well at home, you could just rock up and you have new patients and just everything just works. Yeah. But the reality is that's freaking not like that. One of the fallacies we were talking business is that when everything's aligned, when we're in our power, when we're certain, when we know exactly what we're doing and we're happy at home, etc., 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 for then, at those points in your careers, to do well in business is super easy, right? You're just coming from a point of absolute abundance and it's great. But the reality of the situation is that life has challenges, business has challenges. So one of the key concepts I teach is that the business needs to move forward whether things are rosy or not. And how you do that is good structure in the business, knowing your numbers, etc. So you're going to see a little clip from one of the Inner Circle deep dives I do with one of my Inner Circle members, and it's really talking about just that, is that the business is to function whether things are good or bad, whether you're having a tough day at home, whether your business is having a tough day at home. You need to be able to move the needle in that business in spite of personalities, more than anything, in spite of personalities. That means that if someone's having a bad day, we're still doing good business principles that are able to move the needle in the business. So there's a little short clip from that. Hope it's helpful. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe. And if you haven't got one of my free books, make sure you get a book. See you on the other side. Okay. So a couple thing is like just the basic rule. Okay. So let's look at the basics. The basics of it is if you want anything to improve, we have to measure it. The thing is so weekly rolling PVA first of all. Okay. Next is the only problem about PVA is you can hide behind PVA. Then a game changer for us is specifically in the quarterly one-on-ones is it's not, this is a stat that you can't hide behind. Of all the new patients they've seen, how many of them got to 3? And please ask, so what you need, homework, is you need to send me, at the end we'll do a debrief. But the big thing here is we'll show you the stats we look at. So they need to know not just the PVA, because you can hide behind that, of their new patients, what percentage had 3 adjustments? What percentage had, you choose the markers, what percentage had 6, what percentage had 12, what percentage had 24, and what percentage had 24 plus. It is the scariest thing you'll look at. And because what will happen, I've had people I've worked with say, it can't be true. They've looked at it like, impossible. Because what happens in your head, your PVA, you look at your PVA and your PVA may be 17, and then you look at your 24 plus stat, and obviously you have to go retrospective a bit because you have to give people time to get there. So we may go, if we have a quarterly now, we may go look, okay, so 3 months ago, then look back 3 months, and go, of the people you saw 3 months back, and then another 3 months, so essentially from 6 months ago, how many of them actually got to 24 visits? And when someone looks at it and goes, it's 3%, I've done meetings with people, it's like 0%. And they're like, it's impossible. And they're like, it's impossible. I'm like, no, I know, it's like, see, that's the perception of PVA. So when you look at the PVA and you go, if my PVA, my patient visit average is 18, surely I've got, or 16 or 14 or 24, surely I've got quite a large percentage of people that have gone to 24, 44. But when you can't hide behind those stats. And that is so they see that on a quarterly basis. And if you look at the human psychology, it's like we have to try and move, me and you, Andy, we have to try and move the needle without motivation, without like
the fluff.
Yeah, and even getting it, like there's this whole concept of, you and me both know, like when you're in your power, when you're getting it, when you're aligned, when you're in the right space, when things are going well at home, you could just rock up and you have new patients and just everything just works. Yeah. But the reality is that's freaking not like that. No. We have shit at home, we have shit here, we have shit. So we as business owners have to move the needle ever so slightly in spite of everyone else having bad days, in spite of everyone lack of certainty at the time, in spite of a million things. So one of the ways you'll move the needle ever so slightly over time is every quarter they have to see that.
Sure.
What percentage got to 3? What percentage of your diary got to thing? What percentage? So plus a PBA.
Yeah.
Another thing, so I'm going to send this all to you. But another thing we start bringing is how much money did you lose last quarter due to discounting below what we decide is an acceptable discount? That's pain. I hope you found that helpful. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure to subscribe, grab one of my free books, keep following me, and hope you are rocking.